Man, I listened to a lot of people today talking about how the Raptors defense could do it. And I was like, it was bad because it got me so angry.
Yeah, they could do it.
I know!
Kawhi's done this before.
Has he been there before?
Yes.
How far?
He's won it all and he's in the finals MVP, baby.
How many times?
It was against LeBron.
Just the one time, but probably two if Zaza.
I like this blue chips opening. Whoa, it's full court press and it's the NBA Finals. Holy cow, man.
That's right. I'm going to say it again because I can't stop saying that Toronto Raptors are in the finals. It's all thanks to one man, Masai Ujiri. He traded DeMar DeRozan when everyone thought he shouldn't. He got Kawhi Leonard, and now we're here. He tore a city apart, tore friendships apart, but it doesn't matter. We're here. We thought we'd be off the airwaves when Eastlink kicked us off. We're back. We thought we'd be off the airwaves when YouTube shut us down for threatening Eastlink, but we're back. We thought we'd be when we got banned from American Airways because we appeared only on WeChat. We thought we'd be gone, but it doesn't matter, man. We got Xi Jinping in our corner, and his masterful philosophy, often known as Xi Jinping thought, for socialism with Chinese characteristics in a new era. Its 14 pillars will guide us to a glorious future when all of us are together and the Toronto Raptors are the best basketball team on earth.
Yeah, whatever he said, man. Woo, we're back. Raptors in the finals.
Wow. Wow.
There's a lot of information out there, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Me and Hugh can get right to the bottom of it. We're the truth fairies. We're going to tell you about all the truth about the playoffs. There's a lot of conspiracies floating around, and I'm going to break down Masai Ujiri's real plan. 200 years in the future, Masai Ujiri's ghost was sitting around, and he knew he had messed up. He knew that he wasn't the best NBA executive ever, so he had to fix that. That's right. He sent himself a message back in time to tell himself to collect the Dragon Balls. And when he collected Dragon Balls, he could wish for one thing. Not underwear. No, he wished to see the best trade he could ever make. And that's right, he ditched DeMar DeRozan and he got Kawhi Leonard. And if there's one thing I know when he knew he was going to do this movement, the day he looked at those fans at Jurassic Park and he said, "Fuck Brooklyn."
This is my favorite part. It's Dino DNA. A lot of talk right now going around in the NBA and the conspiracy circles. A lot of videos going on about magnets in the rims. People saying they turn on the magnets, let the balls go, and there's magnets in the balls too. We're talking all about magnets and rims, magnets and balls, magnets in the Illuminati. It doesn't matter. We're forgetting about the most important magnet of all, the human heart, and how it connects us one to another. We're attracted to each other. We form bonds. We form the bond of teamwork and teammanship, and that's what the Raptors have right now. They've got a magnetic bond that's forming them into a cohesive unit. They don't want to be the best player. They want to be the best team, baby, and that's what they got. They're the best team in the NBA, and they're going to win the NBA Finals because they're going up against Golden State, and Golden State doesn't have magnets that attract to each other. They have magnets that repel from each other. They can't have two alphas. The two alphas will repel. You need an alpha and a beta, and they connect, and that's what the Raptors have right now.
I found a lot of Raptors fans on the bus today. Let's see what they got to say.
Hugh, Paul, was it? Yeah, I'm just sort of wondering, you could speak to the groundswell of support for the Raptors, I guess in the context of a rising tide of nationalism and fascism in Canada and the West in general, and what that means for our upcoming federal election.
Oh, I swear to God, I told you not to bring people from the bus. I'm the smart guy who makes politics stuff, not that guy. He's really showing me up right now. Next question!
What's your favorite courtside Drake outfit?
Great question. I'm gonna have to say my favorite is from last year's playoffs when he wore a scorpion necklace around his neck. I don't know about astrology, it seems not Christian to me, but I feel like a scorpion is kind of a cool animal with a pincer, and it's got like a little hook in its head that gives you poison from it, I think. I don't really understand how scorpion work, but it seems cool to me.
Mine's the Breaker High sweater. Yes, okay. Yeah, let's do right.
Goldblum got that game.
Goldblum's hot as hell in this movie, straight up.
JP's shoes.
They're pretty sick shoes. We're about to have a moment of Russia here with the playoffs coming up. The city of Toronto is on edge. They're ready to burst at any moment. Something that set them off like that. If the Toronto Raptors win the finals, or even if they probably lose them, let's be real, we could be looking at an old-fashioned sports riot. I got some tips for the people of Toronto if the riot starts. You might be thinking, I'm going to get a TV or I'm going to get stereo. My first tip is dream big. Don't get a TV, get a home theater. Don't get a stereo, get a whole new amplifier for your guitar. You can get anything during a riot. They're not going to take it back. That's how law works. Private property is abolished during riot. My second tip for riot is aim for the jugular. You got some enemies you don't like? Well, listen, it's riot, baby. Nothing matters during riot.
On Thursday night, the Toronto Raptors are playing one team in the NBA Finals, and they got the worst team of all. That's right, the Golden State Warriors. For the past 5 years, we've watched them drain threes. We've watched them snake each other on Twitter. We've also watched them make drinking milk being cool. But if there's one thing I don't get about the Golden State Warriors, is I can't even win at 2K with them. They're winning championships left, right, and center. They're making LeBron James look stupid. They're making Silicon Valley be cool. They're not making my shot look good. I'm a dude living in a basement. I need 2K to get me out of here, and it ain't happening. You shouldn't decline in video game skills. That can't be true. Can I not escape old age? It's racking my brain. Also, too, I declared my PlayStation 4 as a dependent on my taxes. So if that works out, man, way to go, Trudeau, or whoever's next.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on our finals episode. We're here, we're going to celebrate. We got a spread laid out inspired by Pascal Siakam and Fred VanVleet and their great ads for peanut butter and J's. And we're just going to enjoy some sandwiches, but first, some finals predictions. I'm thinking it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, going to be some knockdown, drag-out games, but I'm picking the Raps in 5, baby. I got to go with the Raptors. It says it on my shirt, it says it on my life, baby. Toronto Raptors, best team in basketball. I feel like we're going to win the first 2 at home, we're going to steal 1 in Oakland, and then we're going to come back, win it at home. Everyone's going to march out into the streets. We're going to go down to Bay Street. We're going to find the bankers making the most money. We're going to round them up in the streets. We're going to post them to the concrete. We're going to... And before we know it, we'll have a brand new world. No private property. No laws keeping us down. No racism. It's a beautiful, glorious utopia. And it's all thanks to my boy Jin Jinping.
Sports isn't all about winning. Some people lose. I'll tell you what sports is really about. It's about getting together with your friends and your family and your PlayStation 4 and enjoying the fellowship of television. That's right, sports is just TV. And the NBA is the best TV there is. There's one thing I'm going to tell you. You just gather around your friends, have some snacks, and enjoy the NBA Finals, man. Because we're all winners of friendship. Woo!